I'm going to do some ribs tonight. Actually, I'm going to do it in the hot pot. But I'm making my own barbecue sauce. That's what makes it interesting. Because if you can make it, it doesn't cost you that, and you don't have the hydrogenated, whatever it is, stuff you can't actually pronounce in the ingredients. So I've decided to make my own barbecue sauce for some short ribs. So we're going to start with, and you will need a blender for this. So we have 1.5 cups of brown sugar. It's a bit much, but that's what the recipe calls for. Cup and a half of ketchup, which I'm not a big fan of, but it is a vinegar-based sauce, so I'll give that one. We're going to do a 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar, and in this case I'm using apple cider vinegar because I don't have any red wine, and you can make substitutions on this. 1/2 cup of water. And we have 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire, which is going to be here. Worcestershire, and I can never say it. We're going to do, so the recipe actually calls for 2.5 tablespoons of dry mustard. So what I did is I did paprika, garlic salt, and pepper, which I'm okay with as far as the barbecue. And then we're going to have, so we're going to get back in here, and then you have a little bit of more spices. So this is some onion powder, turmeric, salt, and paprika. Once again, I like paprika. And then I'll do a little bit of extra water. And then I'm going to do some sriracha sauce. So it calls for 2 tablespoons, but I'm just going to do this. Mix that up all real good. So with the pork, what I've done is I've done a brine. So salt, basically salt and water. Let it sit in that bag for a couple hours. Let's give that a taste. It's not a bad barbecue sauce. Look how it's sweet. So I'm trying to put some more spice in here. You can always change up your recipes. This is a surprise for the missus when she gets home. She's up visiting the kids this weekend. I'm going to do a little bit of peppercorn in here. It'll get a little bit chunky, but hopefully the blender will take care of that. That's going to work. That's a good barbecue sauce. So this can be stored in the fridge just like any other barbecue sauce. There are no preservatives in this. This is just straight raw ingredients. So within a couple days you need to use this. Just letting you know. So let's get these started in the fryer, and we're going to glaze these up and blacken the outside, and then we'll put them into the hot pot. So we went ahead and get this one up to like high heat. I've already got it semi-clean. So with cast iron, you know, you can make them absolutely clean and beautiful, or you can just work them, and that's what I do. But, you know, I might have some haters out there for that, but that's just the way it's going to be. And honestly, I really don't care. I've had cast iron for probably close to 30 years, and this is, other than the stuff that we got 10 years ago, this is pretty much what I've been working with. I'm gonna let the butter head and drop out. So it's like, we had a little bit of rust there because did cook some curry last night in this. Some chicken curry is delicious, by the way. I'll have to do a recipe on that one. But there's a little bit of curry flavoring left back in this, which I'm actually okay with. So we've dried the ribs, so we marinated them in brine. So basically salt, pickling salt, water, dried them off. And we're going to do a little bit of pepper on that. So we have this all dried out. It's been salted. Butter is about there. Just got a little bit of brown. A little bit of pepper on it. Pepper. And honestly, we're going to do a little bit of vinegar, which is kind of weird, but barbecue needs a little bit of vinegar. So we're using some apple cider vinegar. Is that correct? Get that down. Roll it. Work that fry up. So one thing I like to do, and if you haven't got one of these yet, get one. It's a mesh net. It'll cut down on the little splatter on your stove. Okay, it's about you, but I clean my stove about once a day, and really food in here. It definitely increases. Let that fry up.